Hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody in this crazy, crazy end of 2020? Pretty darn crazy year. I've been talking to my friend Deb Floros this morning, and we said, don't write the end of that chapter too quickly, as you know, there's a lot of things going on. I know I just heard Toronto is going to be going into a 28-day lockdown as of Boxing Day, their Boxing Day, which is our day after Christmas on the 26th. So things are crazy, crazy. Hello, Mary. Hello, Miss Lena. Speaking of Toronto, woohoo! Happy Christmas to everybody. Hey guys, bear with me. I'm going to try to do some sharing here if I can find myself. And well, that's not the right outfit. So let's see where I actually am. I think it might take a bit to reload this. So I just want to do some sharing while I'm at it. Ms. Gillenwater, what the heck? How are you? I'm so glad you made it. Look at that. This is a fabulous, fabulous day just for that particular thing. Got my notes here, you guys. And you can see that this is kind of crazy. I'm organized today. I came on time. I was ready on time. I wrote some little notes here. Let's see if they stay up instead of doing them. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can find myself. If you guys don't mind while I am doing this, you can do this. If you share my thing today, my live today, it would sure help me to keep doing what I'm doing. And also to share the love to our sponsors and corporations. So let me see here. Okay, we're just going to do some sharing. I can't really do too many things at one time, so I am Jesus always throws me for a loop because I'm just crazy. More options. Share to a group. Let us share to a group. So what are you all doing for Christmas or any of your holidays? Hanukkah, I think Hanukkah, is Hanukkah over? I don't have any Jewish friends or people that celebrate Hanukkah. So, okay, let's see here. I'm going to share here. Let me know what you're doing in your little bubble of Christmas. I'm going to share that. Where else are we going to share? Could share that, but I don't have permission to do that, so that wouldn't be very good. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we're going to do that. I already shared to those. I would like to share hello to, look at that. Share Brenda Schweder jewelry. Thank you so much for all of you who are sharing. You know I love ya. It looks like I can just, you know, every time I do this, it seems like it's a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to share to, let's share to Now That's a Hammer. That's always very, very helpful. Let's see if we can get that in there. Did it do it automatically, or do I have to actually drop a link in here? Never know. Pin post. Let's try it. This is so crazy. Crazy and crazy. Okay. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. And we're going to go back. And we're just going to share to Brenda Mike Schweder and see how that happens. I have kept you long enough. I swear to God, share to a page. There we go. Let's share that page. Okay, that wasn't so hard. We're going to share that page. And that's how you do it, Bren. Goodness gracious. And then we're going to share via. Nope. always the more options. That seems like it shouldn't be like the place you'd want to go, but that's okay. I think this is what it was. It will not let me share a private page, and I should know that. So that's okay. We'll share to Brenda Schweder a little bit later. But while I've got you here, I do want to send you a little bit of a link. Thanks again to our faves at Zern Corporation. We absolutely love them. And extra love to them. They have been my faithful sponsors for so long. Oh my gosh, I think 3 to 4 years. So I just absolutely adore them, and it's been wonderful. So okay, so in the comments, I'm going to comment myself. First I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link right here. You might be interested in voting if you haven't already. That girl right there needs a name. If you follow my newsletter, she kind of nestled right in here, then you know she needs a name, and I think she's working through us to name herself without getting too woo, because she is a force, I am sure, all onto herself. So I'm going to put a link in here for you guys to go to my Survey Monkey page. Quite a few of you have already voted. Hi Cindy, so good to see you. But let me put that in here. You know, I'm a little bit clunky about all this stuff since it's only me and no one's working in the background. But there is the link. There it is, Survey Monkey link, and you can go to that that area and vote. There are some pretty fabulous names, and I won't even tell you who's in the lead yet. It's not who I thought it would be, because never make a guess about something you think is going to be the popular vote, because especially this person right here, I'm not too regular. So you can, if I think, oh, it's going to be this, you can tell it's going to be exactly the opposite, which is the most fun part. And thank you, Mary Burns, for voting. And yeah, so who else is on here? It's that I didn't say hello to. Kathy is here. It's just going to be me and my youngest son, who I now live with. We had a family Christmas. My son and his family picked up Tristan. Oh, I know. We have to do what we have to do, right? I mean, so many people have been having family Christmas at different weekends. We used to do that too when I was back in the Midwest. It was just too crazy. We have 6 kids in our family, which means 6 spouses, we like to tease my brother Jeremy, significant others, and then like 2.3 children for each of us. I think actually it's more like 2.8, because I'm one of the only people in my family with only 2 kids. So Carlene is here. Hello, my love. And Bev is here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to see you guys. Oh my goodness. Lots. Julie's here. Thanks for joining. So lots to get done today, but this is just like a little loose end catch up loose ends for my holiday making. I'm not, maybe you guys make a lot of things for your Christmas presents. I do not, but I do like to make holiday themed things, especially this year. I'm kind of in the spirit to do that. And oh, you're making beef Wellington, Cindy. You always make my mouth water. And Motorcrafts is here. Hello. Heidi Martin is here. Hello, hello. Another little segue here. I know I'm all over the place, but I just added all of the emails that I got from the Great Bead Extravaganza, which has been very confusing to some people. I probably should have put a little notification in here. Instead of using and adding all those names to my usual weekdaily blog, I waited until now, and I think I threw a lot of people for a loop. But yes, if you're new to my e-blog, then it's probably the reason why, is you signed up for the Great Bead Extravaganza. So, hello, Tony. Hello, nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. So there's that. So welcome, and please do keep keep joining me every day. There's probably going to be some changes on that newsletter. I think 5 days a week is a little bit much for most people. I tried to keep it as a tidbit every day, but knowing how much stuff is in here that I want to share with you, and it's a lot to get in your email basket, so I'm probably going to be tightening that up in the new year, so we'll see. Let me know what you think. If you think 5 days is too much, or you just want as much Brenda as you can get. I think that's a lot for anybody, really. My apologies if it is. So anyway, let's see here. Yep, it voted. Excellent job. So you know what? And I think what I'm going to do is let's go down here right away and see if I can't get that landing page to you. Well, we'll see if we can do that later. I don't want to go crazy. Okay, so talked about the mannequin. She needs a name. She's just waiting for you. She looks a little smug, but she's really very excited to have a name instead of just she. Obviously, she's a she right now. She or her. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You're such a sweetie pie. Top fan, Ms. Gillenwater. Okay, so I also wanted to remind you guys, I know the holidays are crazy, what we're going to be doing, and hopefully this is good. This is still on. I think we're just going to do it in February. Tucson, I was going to have this auction happen in February during the Tucson gem shows, but they have moved to April, but I think we're still going to do it because the fervor is up and you guys are all ready to go, and I don't want to lose the excitement and the stuff. Plus, we need to get the money to the kids as soon as possible. What I'm talking about is that we are on our third session of our Beads of Courage. Let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that so you can see this correctly. Auction where I have been collecting all these beautiful pieces from you guys. First, we started with the tray, the TV tray collaboration, where I cut this whole tray up that I got in Fort Myers, Florida, on a visit with family almost a year ago. And so you guys made a bunch of things with that. We got a whole bunch of pieces from that. Then we went on to our juice caps series, which this is one of the pieces from the juice caps piece. And this one and this one, these are just sort of like inspiration from that. You can barely see a juice cap in there. Let's see, where can we see the juice cap better? It's right in the middle, but they do get buried, and they're basically sort of like kids' juice caps. So we got some beautiful pieces from you guys from that, and now we are, where is this picture? Here we go. I'm doing a destash because then you guys have some beautiful options, and you can go to, now like this is sadly becoming a little bit picked over, but you guys can definitely go to my Etsy site. I'm going to put that in the comments right here, brendaschwederfound.etsy.com, and then you can go there and pick up your pieces. It's basically everything is just $5. Those all went out a couple days ago, so if you were one of the very first people to grab them, they are on their way, but there's lots left, you guys. And you could also use pieces from your own destash, your own pieces, or if there's just a piece that you think, this would be this is great, or if, like our friend Jen Cushman, had to go there, had to pull it back in and pull it from way back here, and it went Jen Cushman right out into there. So she had some pieces that she wanted to, finished pieces already that she wanted to donate. The more the merrier. If you're not quite into these collaborations, but you want to contribute, please do. All this money goes for Beads of Courage, which is right here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm in Sahuarita. here at sahuaritacasita, and what we're going to be doing is an online auction where all the money that we get from all of these pieces, it goes to help those kids with life-threatening disease, and they get beads for all of the things that are happening to them, all the benchmarks, every blood draw, every procedure, every day in the hospital, that type of thing. And so we hope that you will participate with us. The more, please, if you're shy, like, oh, my stuff isn't that great, of course it is. Of course it is. Every little bit helps. We'll have, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to have lots of different people. We're going to spread this joy far and wide and get lots of money for these kids so that they can tell the narrative of their journeys and be able to have some way to do that for kids, right? So for us, it's easy because we just blah, blah, blah. We know how to talk about what's going on with us, but children often can't. So that is one of the ways that we can help them to go through their journeys. So thank you for doing that. What I will do is, if you do go to the Etsy site, www, again, it's right in your comments there, .etsy.com, and pick something up. The rules will go right in there and where to send that back to my sahuaritacasita right here. And okay, so I believe the deadline for that is January 24th, which is why I wanted to get things out to you as soon as possible. Know that I'll be sending those like at least bi-daily, even through the Christmas holiday, and we'll get those things to you so that you can use your January time, once you get your holiday brain back, to make some beautiful jewelry and get it back to us. So, and I'm working already with Jean Gribben, the executive director of Beads of Courage, all about this. She knows it's coming. She knows they're coming. All the stuff that we've been gathering all year around, because we really have been working on this since like last February. 3 different sessions, lots of jewelry, and it's all for the kids. So, all right, blah, blah, I'm done with that one. That was a big one. Also want to remind you guys, if you are looking for a last minute Christmas gift, not sure it'll get to you in time, but always remember, Now That's a Hammer. These are available as a set of 3. These are hammer stakes. You can see the stakes at the bottom end and the hammers at the top. You can get them as a set or individually from 2 different places. From our new distributor, www. I will put this in the comments too. I'm getting pretty good at this. Autofry.com. Let's see here. Here's my new comment. www.autofrei.com or www.fretzdesign.com. And both of these places, there we go. Now it's coming up. Are handling the hammers, and so it's just another great piece for it. It makes a great Christmas present, even if you want to upgrade and give them a little something else, a little IOU. That's happening a lot with everything that's going on. I guess the mailing is just USPS. I know, like, I've got some packages, some things that I've ordered in early December that are still making their way to me. I think most of those things are coming from China, but you know, who knows? Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. You are a sweetheart. Other than that, I just wanted to let you know this is my last tutorial show of the year. Maybe I'll pop in and just say hi, because I generally miss you so much. But this is our last especially sponsored show of the year. And a little happy dance announcement is that our new sponsor will be John Bead Corporation of Toronto, Canada. I don't know, Lena, if you're still on. Lena is a designer for John Bead as well. Wonderful company, and they will be sponsoring my live broadcasts from now on, and just really, really excited about that, and I hope you will be too. There's going to be lots and lots of ideas, a new tutorial every week, sponsored by John Beat. So, mwah. Patience is a virtue for our USPS and UPS, etc., etc. And I think it's easy maybe to get down on our delivery systems, but you know, there's people behind all of that stuff, and they're working as hard as they can through the COVID stuff that's going on, right? So, ta-da. Mwah. So, Miss Mary Burns, I'm seeing you here. I didn't get to check on your, speaking of USPS, I didn't get to check on your earrings. I'm seeing you here. So I will do that right after the show and get back to you. So thank you for your order. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, so let's go on down here. What I thought we would do is kind of just talk about the holiday jewelry that I've got cooking, which is just a grand total of 2 pieces, but it's well, maybe 1 piece more than I make every year. This piece was just, I kind of talked about this last time, a little bit of a spin-off of my juice cap series. These guys right here, right? Boom, 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 boom. And you know what? That one almost looks upside down. That's funny. But so I had lots of red things, and I went through this, so I won't kind of go through it too much anymore. But this is a pendant. This is a locket, an unconventional locket, you know me. And there it is. It's basically homage to our birthday guy, Jesus, and Santa. And the name of the piece is Happy Birthday, Little Savior, Hugs and Kisses, Santa. So I just thought it was just kind of fun to be able to do that. You know me and Kitsch. The finishing touches will be putting my signature on the back here. That just hasn't got done with everything else that's going on. And I had to, believe it or not, buy some red nail polish the other day and just make this. Can you see this little guy here? He's a little deer. But he's becoming a reindeer. I'm just going to put a little red nose for Rudolph on here. Hi, Janelda. Thank you so much. Hey, Deb. And so this is the fun thing here. Santa's laying on his side up here, and just, you know, have this on. So how would it look on? Not for everybody. Look at this. Is for scale. This is how this is going to be. And I generally like to do just a really simple kind of a necklace here for a lot of my found pieces. This might even be just an objet d'art. And there it goes. So this one will be finishing up. Hopefully I get it finished before Christmas, right? I got to get in my studio and actually make some stuff here, which is what Deb and I were talking about this morning when we were on the phone. So, okay. So getting back to this other stuff we've got going on, you guys might remember this little ditty here that I did on Neelay's show some weeks ago. It's probably about 3-4 weeks ago now. I can't believe how much the time has gone by. But I took this type of finding, right, and made this by hand. You can also make this on the jig. I think that particular template is the newest one we've added on www.brendaschwederfound.etsy.com. So you could make this if you want. Just sort of a fun little guy here. There's a couple different ways you can make it, and that tutorial again is up on either my page or Neelay's page or both. And so this is what I made with some vintage blanks here, and took the Now That's a Hammer and did some beautiful you know, forging and texturing here on these things, and then added this gorgeous capture chain in olive, I believe, from Neelay. And then you can kind of see the back. What ends up happening is that this stuff takes up a lot of room on the back too, so it kind of just presents these pieces instead of falling down. They present them and kind of keep them kind of going and all kind of nice and nestling and as a feature on top. So I thought what we would do is we would take this guy. This was the start of this that I talked about there. And Neelay was kind enough to send me some more capture chain. Let's see if I have the rest of it. Looks like I put it away. Isn't that amazing? Capture chain, or did I just put it halfway away. Nope, I put it away. But I got a kind of different, a number of different colors to be able to play and see. At first I thought I wanted to sort of do a little bit of a takeoff on this blue, a little bit of more of a winter wonderland theme, but when I got the blue from his stash, it really was more of like an aqua blue instead of this sort of thank you, instead of this sort of like little baby robin's egg blue right here. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go with a true beautiful, it's almost some sort of an emerald green to kind of come off of all these pieces. So what I was thinking about, you know, why does Brenda save some of this stuff? Well, you never know. You never know what is going to happen. You never absolutely know. Now, what I did, I think I showed how to attach something here, and I used this little Monopoly house and just did a little bit of drilling right here with my drill press, which we're going to have to do for Santa right here, and I forgot to do that. So we're going to try to do, I wonder if I can do, flip you around. Otherwise what we'll do is just bring the camera around to show, because the drill press is right in back of us. And I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to add a Christmas tree on here. But before all of that, I need to let you know I've got a little giveaway. Man, we're like 26 minutes in here and I haven't talked about the giveaway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make little kits up, and I'm going to give you enough wire and enough of the templates and everything to make this for yourself. So darn cute. To put some vintage, aren't these adorable? And I'll give you, you'll have to trust me on the mix, but I've got these vintage. See, I'm already jealous of myself. I don't want to give them away, but I just told you what. And then you'll each get a little tree. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and we'll split all these up. 5 giveaways for those of you who want to make these on your own. So I'll show you how to do that. So how you enter is you put in your favorite number between 1 and 99. And oh, Mary, you're such a sweetheart. So get in on the giveaway. I think it would be super cute. And if you don't feel like making it, let me know. I can just maybe kind of do that for you for a little surcharge. How fun, huh, Janelda? That is so cool. All right, numbers coming in. I love to see this. Hey, Janine, good to see you. Good to see you. So the first thing I want to show you, we're going to go back down here, is before you get, even before you like put this guy on, I know I did this in the demo already, but really before you start decorating your last pieces here and using these little built-in bails, right, these little loops, to do this, we really should do is feed on the beautiful capture chain. Now, I will tell you, Neelay gave me some end caps. They're called Terminators that just kind of do, you know, you put on the bottom here so it has more of a finished touch to it. He shows you how to do that in his videos, so I'm not going to show you how to do that here. Plus, I think they got put away with the rest of the stuff, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to just open this and close it so that really, because it really needs to be fed through that open end, right? Since it's all one piece. So I'm going to feed this on the open end here, but I need to get past this little stopper, right? So I'm just going to open this so simply, and I'm just using this flat nose pliers. You can't see it anymore. It's 485 flat nose by Xuron. Okay, lots of places you can get Xuron pliers out there now. Sorry, I took the pliers off of my own site, and they're just going to open this like a jump ring. Okay, if you can see that here, let's get it catched up, or go maybe in the area where we can get to it. Anyway, we're going to open it just like a jump ring, and we're going to slide it on out of there. So that way we have a nice open area, and we can get past this house. You actually just sort of flip down. So as you can see right here, what I did was I kind of started and just made loops. Some of the loops, as they got bigger, it was kind of flop down, but I'm just doing a different variation of different types of loops. I'm going to start with an end, and if you want to, if you don't have the terminators from Mr. Neeley, you can definitely just go really more toward the end, okay? But I have the terminators, so I'm just going to give a little bit of an end, and I'm just going to feed this through here. Here's a little bit of and so you guys know about this capture chain. It is fabulous. But what you are going to be doing is just carefully working through here. Inside of this beautiful knitted fiber is a ball and chain kind of a chain inside of there. So those of you who aren't familiar know that. Now you're going to kind of work toward the end here, because you're just going to keep feeding on little bits of this and just kind of like giving it. And see, I thought it was going to have a little bit of a problem because I've already forged this end and it was a little paddled out, but actually I'm doing pretty good here. And I just need to just sort of like wiggle it through so it can find its way. There we go. So, and again, I'm just kind of just making different lengths of loops here just to kind of keep it fun. And you know what? The worst that can happen here is you don't like some of your loops, and you go back and you do it at a different place. Me, I'm a little bit more like, well, let's see how it'll go about. Now I'm just using this whole length. How it comes. I haven't cut this down at all from from the package. What comes in the package, you can tell here. And what happens is if you're coming in on this, you kind of just try to just go like along one side of it instead of going through the middle. Do you know, Lena, that I found you through Deb? She told me about you, and I was like, hey, I think I have seen her work. Beautiful work Lena does, but I did not put the beautiful work in with the beautiful person until Deb told me. So I love that you guys brought me together, to both of you. Okay, so I'm getting toward the end, right? So I'm just kind of making my loops a little bit smaller, just kind of varying them. Let's see what I get. And then I'm going to just kind of leave another end too, because I want to, again, use that terminator again. And, if you don't have the terminators, just kind of put it toward the end. So now that I've got this all done, I'm just going to kind of feed this down and around, and I'm going to put that back in there as a way to as a little safety catch for myself. And I'm just moving this back so I have more room to feed all my beautiful loop-de-loops through. So this might not be for you, but you might have an appreciation for Kitsch. So this is my ugly sweater Christmas brooch, right? Ugly sweater. It'll go on your ugly sweater. And there it is. I usually like to have this guy on this side. I don't know why, but how cute is this? And it's just sort of fun. You know me, I always like to have mixed media stuff happening, and it almost looks like, Christmas rope lights or something here. Very floral, very petally. I'm just really digging how that turned out. And you can see here that the little ends will come down and they'll have their little terminators on, which are just basically little metal end caps that are, that are just going to be sort of the little finale for that. And there that goes. So very cool. Now, before I forget, I'm going to flip this guy back in here. Remember that we just opened that back up right there, and then make that go back down. And I'm using the bent nose pliers from Xuron. These are the 450 bent nose. And there they are. So I'm really digging this. It's so fun. Isn't this Silver Silk product, for those of you guys who know about Nile, for those who don't, you're in for a real treat. This product is so fun. It's just, it's whimsy right at its own heart, right? So let's go ahead and actually, I think we can move me around. You're gonna see my messy studio here. Come on with me. Here I come. And let's see, we'll change the lighting here a little bit. There. This is the drill press here that I want to, and we can actually, it's so good, where am I, for doing just about anything. And I forgot to put the drill in here. And so a drill press is a really good way to do that, especially with something like plastic that you could, just by drilling a hole, you could just wreck the whole guy. So I'm trying to figure out where I should, I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drill mark through Santa's belt, and that'll be a kind of a good place to put it. I've already got my my drill bit in here. See the light? And so, big noise. Easy as pie. Okay, come on back here with me. We'll take a little mini studio tour. I sometimes hesitate to do that because then I have everything sort of set up for the top-down version too. But that's kind of fun, huh? Oh, I know, the ugly sweater, but it's kind of cute. I get what you're saying. That was actually the title to my blog today, Kathy. Thanks for saying that. Is it kitsch? Is it ugly? And I think we're just gonna take it to mean ugly in the most wonderful of ways, right? Like the ugly dog contest. So ugly, it's cool. I think we're gonna switch it up for that. Makes me feel better too. So I'm just using, because on this particular one, I've been using steel wire, so I'm going to keep my metals the same, and I'm just using, a wire straightener to do that. And these are basically just my little tie downs, right? So I know I'm going to need one for Santa. We're going to put a tree on here, and we're also going to put our stocking on here. So we're going to need 3 of these. So we're going to just cut this on. And basically, this is just lashing, or I call it making a stitch. And it's not all that hard. You're basically just sort of looping one thing to another. But the hardest thing is that you're actually going to want to hide those ends, right? I mean, that's the most important thing with jewelry, that we don't want to hurt ourselves or other people who might be buying our stuff, right? There we go. Okay, so I've just taken, and it's just nice to be able to have, pliers to be able to do that with. I actually love to use the Xuron tweezer nose for this. I don't have the particular number with me. Let me see if I can see it really closely on there. You know what? Let me look it up. The tweezer nose. This is the chain nose, but it is just lovely. Like here's the regular chain nose. It's a chain nose long. It's the 485. But you can see the difference between, I think you can see the difference between the tweezer nose and the chain nose. If I can kind of show you here. There you go. That this can get into more places than even the chain nose. So yeah, the tweezer nose is a number 450. And so that's a great one to use. By the way, always when you're cutting steel wire, Xuron 2175. Amazing player. Okay, so here basically this is just all finishing. It's like decorating your tree, you know. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of work from the center out. I'm going to put this little stocking on here, and I am going to just go take this is what I'm calling a little stitch, right? Just kind of going back through here. And then we're going to kind of look at the front, but we're going to basically, you know, kind of play with the back here. I kind of put it on where I wanted it. And, you know, as I was saying before, I love to mix up materials. So we've got our metal, we've got plastic, we've got fiber, we've got more fiber with metal inside, we've got more plastic, and then we've got, you know, a little tiny bit of wood here with the plastic. I was going to keep it to the 3 things, but it just seemed like, I'm like, is the house, to me the house makes sense because Santa goes down the chimney, but then I thought, well, we'll just add the tree in too. So, okay. So of course here, let's try to get a little bit closer to the camera. And again, I'm just gonna take another like little stitch here. Don't need to. And if you are just working, basically you're working with kind of a self needle. Sometimes what I do is I just curve that piece of wire, that end. So I've already got a little bit of a head start with it being kind of a curved needle, especially if it's a tight area where I know that it's kind of hard to get into, and I want to come back up through that. If that's too hard to get to, and your Xuron pliers can help you, just come right back up into there. Come on. Where'd you go? Here we go. All right, we're having a hard time with that particular, so because I can't always get to what I want to when I'm on camera. So we're gonna just separate it a little bit and then have it come back up. There we go. Moving on out, right? Usually what I do is I just kind of keep one thing in one hand as kind of an anchor, and then I will do just work with the other end. Let's see if we can get another stitch in there. I like to do like 2 or 3 stitches just for good measure. It seems like it really wants to work with my hand a little bit easier. And just be patient. If you need to, grab and straighten the edges. So you can't always see the tips, right? Because they're so small. Right. And what I love, and is also can be a little bit of a challenge with Xuron, is that the tips are so beautiful and black. Depending on what you're working with, you might want to just kind of give those a little coat of white nail polish or whatever. Okay, so that's all that one needed. I'm gonna, do all the ends separately, but basically we've just got, well, look who's here. Come and say hello, mister. We've got 2 of our pieces on. Jim, this is our last live of the year. You say happy
hello,
Christmas.
mister.
What do you want?
I'm here to talk to you, but obviously you've got other people.
No time to talk. More time to talk.
Okay.
I can't tell how many people But yeah, we'll be done in a little
I
bit.
looked at the numbers in line, it showed that you had 25,000 people.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's down from last week. Oh,
Hey,
my partner in crime.
See the pictures that I took with the telescope? I mean,
Oh, you guys definitely want to follow Jim. Jim Schweder on Facebook has amazing, amazing pictures of, what do you call it? What are we calling it? The confluence? You're going to yell at me because I said it wrong.
yeah. So I don't have any pictures of that, but I do have a picture of the nebula that I took.
Oh, the Horsehead Nebula, yeah.
Horsehead Nebula.
Cindy
Yeah.
says, hi, Jim.
Hi. Okay, get out of the way so I can show them this. Where's the camera?
Okay, well, you have to do it right up to here. So Jim wants to show you his, ow.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, you're getting glare.
You can see it.
Yeah. See, Jim took that picture. He's into astrophotography now. Okay, talk to them for a second because I have to get a little something over here.
That's the Horsehead Nebula.
Tell them what else you're doing though with the big event.
The big event.
Yeah, Jupiter and Saturn.
So that's a picture of the Andromeda galaxy I took. Hate this glare. You should just have my pictures online.
Well, I could have had I known you wanted.
And then here is a quick snapshot of the work that I've started for when I collected Jupiter and Saturn together in my telescope. Actually, it's cooler when you look at it up when you look it up in the sky.
Oh yeah, you can hardly see it, honey. So, but if you guys want to follow Jim, Jim Schweder, you'll see some of his stuff.
Spell it G-Y-M.
Well, you never know. All right. Okay, so we've got wows, holy cow, holy wows, amazing. Oh my God, that's beautiful, Jim. Awesome. Wow. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, do a poll
Cool.
and see if they just want to
Terry's here.
Stop talking about your
No,
stuff.
I
and
think you
talk
should
about
just
mine.
leave now. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Bye, everyone.
For those of you guys who are coming on a little bit later, please do put a number in between 1 and 99. You'll get a kit for making some cool versions, not just like this, but with some beautiful vintage things. Okay, so Kathy said, how do you keep the wire from cutting through the fiber of the stocking? It's really not, it's how do I put it? It's stronger than you might think. And basically, if you wanted, if you were worried about that, Kathy, you could just stitch it on too with, with some fiber, especially if you had something that was but this is pretty sturdy stuff right here. And I'm not splitting through the yarn. I'm basically just, kind of going through the stitches or around the stitches. So that's kind of fun. So here we go. Now, here's a little tip too. When you are going through, I could have put like 2 holes through. Can you see where I drilled through Santa? Okay. And he's got a hole right through his belt buckle. So if I put 2 holes, I can have a way to grab it, but I only did 1. So I'm going to use this perler bead. This is just one of those kids' perler beads, right? And I'm going to put that in, and that's going to actually give me a little bit more of a belt buckle right on the fly here. Thanks to Jim, so I could go get my perler bead. And I'm going to bring this back here, and that is going to stop that wire from coming through because it needs an anchor from the one piece, right? So I have a little, whoops, if I make him go a little bit more to the side. And we've got a goofy fly in here that I'm having to work around, but whatever. Okay. So I want this to lay sideways, so I'm going to do as best as I can. So it's kind of fun, right? You have a little bit more and it's shiny and kind of like, well, I guess his buckle would be a little bit more gold, but whatever. It's kind of cute. So I'm going to, again, just go back here and I'm going to put one of the ends through the loop and the other one on the outside of the loop. And we'll be able to kind of finagle this a little bit more so Santa's, leg and however we want this to be. Maybe we want the hand to be in back, maybe we want the hand to be in front. So we have a little bit more finessing to do, But basically we do the same thing here with Santa, holding one end here as an anchor and the other end here. Okay. Thanks for that that question, Kathy. All right. This fly wants to be my friend. Okay. Getting him back up here. And I don't want to just, you know, I mean, basically, you don't need to see me lash on a lot of things. But even just by going, you can see how with this steel wire, I can get things really pretty closely in there. Okay. And then we've got Santa on. Oh, it's becoming pretty darn cute. Now, for this tree, I'm thinking of sort of nestling this tree in here. And I've only got 3 holes back here, right? 1, 2, 3. But I can also nestle something onto this anchor point right here. And I'm just going to try to kind of just like work that in here. It's so cute because the tree will actually sort of like follow the curve of the brooch. And this could also be an ornament, right? You could, you wouldn't need to have this be an opening right here. And I think that's actually a very cute idea. Okay, so far I'm kind of liking having this, I don't know, I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more. But if we want to get this guy up here, I'm just going to sort of nestle this wire down into these branches. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's so sweet of you. Thanks so much for coming on, you guys. You know it makes my day. I know you guys are all busy, and here you are hanging out with me. Okay, and then we're just going to put this one on here. Sort of nestle it in. You can either, because this is a wire piece, when you get your kit, if you win your kit, you get the idea, right? So we're just going to kind of take this one in really, and this one you can just actually go around the actual frame of the piece. I like to not trust my hands as much as I trust my pliers, because then I know I'm getting a really good contact, right? And then I'm just going to hide all of those ends. I'm going to work with, before I do that, I'm going to work with, you know, here the fun thing with the tree is that you can kind of like nestle it in how you want. Definitely kind of a cute little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And there you have your ugly Christmas, kitschy Christmas ornament, right? Pretty darn cute. It does beat cleaning. Deb and I were talking about that this morning. It's like, how can we procrastinate that anymore? So as a brooch, it's kind of on like this. You could even wear it as a pendant. I would definitely do that. You know, taking here, just kind of like showing you, taking something like this, like I've done for my other piece, and then just kind of looping it on, doing a lark's head pendant right here. And then you've got your, you know, here we go, your pendant right there. So I love that. Yes, very cute. So you know me and Kitsch, and maybe some of my Kitsch is going to be catching, but you never know. So that would be fun. I think that'll be fun. So again, we've got enough stuff. If I tell you that you've won, just let me know, like if you want silver, or if you want gold, or if you want silver. You'll get enough wire to probably make 2 of these findings here, and I'll also give you the links. And that'll be my little happy Christmas to those of you who win. So, hi Connie King, so nice to have you here. That's about it, guys. I am just so happy that you came here. I'm so happy to have been able to come into your homes once a week for the last year, for the last 4.5 years, and especially to support our friends Zuran Corporation with their sponsorship through 2020, when all of us were going through all of what we have gone through. My gosh, it's just been so crazy. Do share if you think somebody might be interested in this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to as a thank you for those of you who have come on right and watched live, as I'm going to do the 5 winners from the people who I am seeing right now. So I'll do this right after and get those kits out to you guys in the mail. So again, next year, so this is my last show for the year. Thank you. Next year, we're going to be coming back with a brand new sponsor in John Bead Corporation out of Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario. And we're just going to continue the fun from there. So have a joyous, safe and happy holiday within your own bubbles. Be extra safe. You know I love you all so very much. So thank you so much. And we will see you soon. Love you guys. Adios.